I know a lot of you guys are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You guys are tired of working your job. You feel like you're just stuck and there's just no other way out but to work your ass off 40 plus hours a week, you know, making checks that barely get you by, especially you have family, you have a girlfriend. And I was at that point too. And this is the reason why I'm making videos now, is because I quit my 9 to 5 job recently without having a plan, but also having one at the same time. So I'm gonna explain to you guys and kind of give you a step by step of what plan to execute if you're looking to leave your 9 to 5. I know a lot of you guys, like I said, are tired of the 9 to 5, the grind. I think it's really just a big scam. You know, it's part of the matrix. It's designed to keep you a slave, basically. You know, you have a set cash that you're gonna be getting every week or bi-weekly, and you kind of have to make that work. And if you don't like it, you know, oh well. So I always thought that was, you know, some BS, because I feel like I'm just being lied to this whole time. There's other ways to make money. So, but on today's video, like I said, I'm gonna be explaining step by step on how to create a plan to leave your 9 to 5. The first one is gonna be write down on a journal. Like, go and get a journal from the dollar store or something. I started off with like a small journal, but what you're gonna do with that journal is write a list of all the stuff that you plan on doing, whether it's losing weight, building more muscle, you know, getting better with women, approaching women. And once you're done with all that stuff, I want you to also write down quitting your 9 to 5 and circle it, because that's exactly what I did 6 months ago, and it really helped me leave my job, you know, quit it, because I was still afraid of quitting it. There's always going to be that fear, and you guys have to do it. It's called courage. You do something even though you're afraid of it. So that's something you have to do when you quit your 9 to 5. So write it down on a journal, and once that time has come, like, look at it, and it'll motivate you to take action a lot faster. That's my first one. Just write it down on a journal, you know, along with your other goals that you have for that year. That's what I did, you know, and so far I'm checking all of them. So having a journal helps you a lot. I know it's weird. Back then I should think it was weird, and, you know, like, oh, that's kind of weird, it's kind of gay. But I've noticed that the journals really helped. So you don't have to write down your thoughts or anything like that. If you want, I've done that as well, but I don't do it as much. But write down that plan to quit your job. You know, there's a reason why you're watching this video, and I'm gonna help you guys with that. And the second one is gonna be kind of like the hardest one. So a lot of you guys don't really have a plan. Like, if you wanted to quit right now, you wouldn't know what to do, and that's okay. You don't really have to have a plan to quit. I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, you need another source of income before you quit, or you gotta do this, you know, you gotta start a business before you quit, a side hustle. Yes, you can start a side hustle right now, but a lot of people just don't have time because they're working so much to pay attention to that side hustle. That was my problem. I have a side hustle still, but I couldn't pay attention to it. You know, now that I have time, I'm actually getting the order that I placed, and I can work on it the whole damn day. So I'm investing into that side hustle, as opposed to just having 2 days, because those 2 days I would just be slacking, sleeping late, because I was working all that time for somebody else, putting in all the energy. You know, because believe it or not, we can all try to, you know, work our jobs and then our stuff, but you'll see that when you try to work on your stuff, you just don't have any energy. It's because you spend it all the energy on that job. We're working 8 hours a day, and that can be really mentally draining. So the second one that I'm trying to explain is, you guys have to save money. And I know a lot of you guys, it's hard. I understand. I was there too. It was hard because I had to cut off friends. I had to cut back on a lot of stuff I enjoy doing. You know, like, I even had to stop doing a YouTube channel I was working on, because I had to keep throwing money into it, and I just couldn't. So I had to ton of sacrifices. That doesn't mean that you have to cut off completely, save like 90% of your check. No, I will start off by, if you're getting paid, you know, weekly, bi-weekly, that start with 50 bucks and then work your way up. The more you save, the more you cut back, the more you save. So I started from 50 bucks, then 100 bucks, and 200 bucks, sometimes even 300 bucks a week, because I was getting paid weekly. You guys might get paid bi-weekly, but that's what I would do, is just start saving 50 bucks a week, you know, put them to the side. You'll be all right. A lot of people say, no, I can't do it, man. You know, I gotta go out and stuff. Like, no, you can't do that no more. Like, you just can't. Your friends invite you to go drink, you know, you're gonna be spending a ton of money on a section. You can't be doing that no more. Like, it's the reality. And a lot of people probably just click off this video. I'm like, oh no, man, I can't save money. I suck at saving. That's a load of BS. All right, because I was doing it. I wasn't getting paid shit on my job, so you can do it too. If for some reason you just really can't, I would go and get another job. Not really a second job, but get another 9 to 5. There's tons of them right now. And I don't care what they say. Oh, there's no more 9 to 5s. It's hard to find one. No, it's not. It's easy. You just gotta look. But everyone can save some money for the most part. We just tend to spend it on a bunch of bullshit, like clothes, cars we can't afford, like trying to impress other people that don't really give shit about us. So you have to cut back on some expenses. Doesn't mean you can't go to Starbucks or go get a tequila at QT. No, you can still do stuff like that. You can still go out to eat, still go to the gym. You don't need to cut off completely, you know. But I know for a fact that you can save 50, 100 bucks a week. It's easy, especially if you're by yourself, you're single. You know, or if you're with your girlfriend, you might have to tell her, babe, we can't go out as much as we used to. And if she doesn't, kick her out. That's fine. But you guys get what I'm saying. So save 100, and you're gonna save. You're probably wondering, well, how much do I save? And it depends on where you live, your expenses. Obviously, if you own a place, you have to save up more. My recommendation, this took me like about 1.5 years, is to save up to 10 grand. I know it's a big number. I used to think it was impossible. I could only save up for like 500 bucks. And after that, I would just fumble. But I'm here to tell you that 10 grand is possible working at 9 to 5. But you got to be very strict, very disciplined, you know. The faster, the more disciplined you are, the faster you get to that number. That's what I call an FU number, which means that if I were to get fired, I wouldn't give a shit. If my boss said you're fired, I'll be like, cool, I'm good, I'm Gucci, you know. The second one is, I don't highly recommend it, but if you're really good at cutting back and you kind of still live with your parents, 5,000 is the second FU number, in my opinion. Like, you can still live off for a few months with that, as long as you're cutting back. So either, the highest suggestion is 10 grand. It's possible, guys. You just gotta have a good mentality. Like, it's really not even that much money, to be honest, but like, it's a good number, because now I can be jobless for a few months while I develop a skill. That way I don't have to waste all my money. If I do end up wasting it, oh well. But that way, if you don't really have a plan yet, you don't have a side hustle yet, it will give you a ton of time to think. That's why I highly recommend the 10 grand. 5 grand is acceptable, but 10 grand is highly recommended. So you guys can get the 10 grand. If I can do it working a shitty job, you can too. So once you get the 10 grand, that's really the biggest thing, you know. Like I said, you might have to move from job to job, take some temp jobs, something till you get to it. Once you get to it, you're pretty much set. Now it's time to execute. Gotta tell your boss. It's up to you if you want to put your 2 weeks. I didn't, but if you want to put it in, that's fine. I think it's just better if you quit, because if you put in your 2 weeks, sometimes they're kind of like assholes and they'll treat you like shit because they know you're leaving, or they might just tell you to leave that same day. You know, it depends on the company. Most companies don't care about you. That's what I have for that. So once you, like I said, save up to that number, and you're gonna have to make that big decision. It's hard, you know, but it's possible. You can do it. You know, you just gotta believe in yourself. So once you quit, um, it what this does, it gives you a lot of time, and you're not thinking about money, because you're not thinking behind your, but you know, in your back of your brain, damn man, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna put food on the table? Because you have all that money behind you, you know. And I think it's a really good strategy if you're trying to quit your 9 to 5 but don't have a plan yet. So with all that time, I'm guarantee in like a month or two you'll be making money on your own. You know, like I'm doing some photography, private label. I'm gonna see where that takes me. But you can develop that. You'll see that there's so many opportunities online to make money. Affiliate marketing, high ticket closing. I just found out about that. I didn't know that existed. E-commerce, copywriting. I'm naming a ton of like things you can learn. But for that, you kind of need a lot of time to yourself. You can't be watching videos in the restroom, your boss over here looking for you, or during lunch, because you get lazy, especially when you're working and you come from your crib, from work, and you just want to rest and watch TikTok all day. You know, you don't feel like doing anything. But with this, it also gets you into survival mode. Like you kind of like a beast, you know. That's you become a hunter, because you can't be comfortable, because that money at some point is gonna leave, it's gonna disappear. So it kind of puts you in a state of, I need to get my head together, I need to get my shit together, I need to find a way to make money on my own without having someone else giving it to me. And you'll see that you don't really need a plan to quit, but you do need to take action. And that's kind of like the plan that I have set up, that I set up for myself, and I think it'll work for you. So, you know, just in case you want to quit but you're afraid because you don't have a job, you'll have that money in the back, you know, to, you know, all that, you'll have all that money under your belt. And I'm pretty sure you'll find a way to make money to where you don't need to waste all of it, right? Because you don't want to waste the whole savings. But anyways, guys, I hope this video was helpful. You know, I'm doing these videos from my truck. Probably start doing them in my house soon, but I need to get all that set up, because it gets pretty hot out here. I try to do, you know, videos outside, but it's too damn hot, man. It's 100 degrees. I'm already dark and I'm trying to get darker. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. You know, comment if this helped you out. If you guys want to see other content, you know, on my channel, you know, just let me know, guys. And I'm gonna keep posting videos every day. Of course, it won't be forever. I might change it once it's set, once I get to a certain amount of subscribers. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave y'all. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.